Today we're into Standard to play some 5-color Firelord Azula control, and I warn you now that you better buckle up because it might be a long one. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and I have a confession to make. Our current Standard format has turned me into a dirty control player because today we're heading to Standard to play some 5-color Firelord Azula control. And this deck originally comes from Lee Eldrazi, and I'm super excited to try this deck out because it looks really weird but also super fun. Plus, Krim keeps telling me that if you play a control deck, you don't got to worry about all those silly Badger Mole Cubs and so forth in Standard. So today we're going to find out if control 5-color Firelord Azula control is actually the solution for Standard. So let's talk about this deck, what it's trying to do, jump into some games, see the deck in action. So we start off with Ancient Cornucopia, which we are pretty much splashing green just to have access to Ancient Cornucopia, as strange as that sounds. If you don't know this card, it's a 3-mana mana rock that also gains us life whenever we cast a spell. When we cast a spell, we gain life equal to its colors, only once each turn. And this card is actually kind of busted in like a cheat card in our deck, because once we get on the battlefield, it just gains us a ton of life for doing what we're going to do anyway, which is casting counter spells and removal spells and card draw spells and eventually some finishers. And against aggro decks, creature decks, the card's absurd because we can often be gaining like 3 life, 5 life each turn, which is enough to deal with a lot of our opponent's aggression, especially combined with our removal. Speaking of removal, it is weird. So any control deck can have a bunch of removal, but the specific removal spells in the deck look so strange on paper. We don't have any true hard removal spells. Instead, we have Lightning Helix, deal with early game stuff, can go face, gain us some life. We have Fire Magic to sweep away cheap creatures, and then our actual Wrath in the deck is Aetherize. There's no like Day of Judgment or anything like that, but Aetherize, apart from being one of my favorite commander cards, is also really good in the current meta because a lot of people are playing Earthbending. And the thing about the Earthbend lands is if you just blow them up, they come back into play. But if you Aetherize them and bounce them back to your opponent's hand, you get your opponent's lands off the battlefield too, assuming that they had been Earthbend. So that's our removal. We also have some counters. No More Lies for the early game, 3 steps ahead, can also copy our Cornucopia, draw some cards. As far as card draw, consult the star chart, stock up, keep us churning through our deck. So this is all relatively typical control stuff. And then we have our plan for finishing the game, which is Firelord Azula of all things. So Firelord Azula, the most popular commander from Avatar, but not a card that I have seen anyone playing in Standard. It's a 4-mana Grixis 4/4 with Firebending 2, and it says whenever you cast a spell while it's attacking, you can copy that spell and choose new targets for the copy. So Firelord Azula is so weird in this deck. We don't really want to run it out on turn 4. This is our late game finisher, almost combo kill plan. What we really want to do with this deck is play the normal control game, kill your stuff, counter your stuff, get you low on cards, and then in the late game, we stick Firelord Azula, we hope it lives for 1 turn, we attack, then we start slinging Jeskai Revelations. And Jeskai Revelation, it's just a ridiculous 7-mana instant. 7 mana, you get to bounce a spell or a permanent, deal 4 damage to something, make 2/1/1 monk tokens, draw 2 cards, gain 4 life. If we can do this while Azula's attacking, we get for 7 mana, bounce 2 things, 8 damage, 4/1/1 prowess tokens, draw 4 cards, gain 8 life. That is almost unbeatable, but it's even better than that because we also have Songcrafter Mage, which can flash back the Jeskai Revelation. We got Lightning Helix, so it is very possible that in the late game, once we gain control of things, we play the Azula, we attack, and we just sling enough spells to like sort of storm off and win the game on the spot. So it turns from being this weird control deck into almost this storm combo kill deck in the late game, where we just win in 1 big turn thanks to the power of Firelord Azula. So that's the plan of the deck. The mana base, it's 5 colors. Actually, the 5-color mana base works way better than I would have thought, but you need a ton of dual lands to make it work. In the sideboard, we get a bunch more removal for creature decks, summon Leviathan, we stick with the weird sweeper plan. Still no hard sweepers, we're still committed to the bouncing everything plan with summon Leviathan. For control matchups, we get stuff like Doppelgang, another Jeskai Revelation, stock up, Tishana's Tidebinder, Heritage Reclamation, deal with artifacts and enchantments, Ghost Vacuum for graveyards, and that is 5-color Firelord Azula control, and that's our deck for today. So let's jump into some games and see if control really is the solution to our current Standard format. See how good Firelord Azula can be. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you all enjoy it, and I'll be back in a bit for the wrap up. Need some magic cards? Well, you can snag them from our sponsor, Card Kingdom, over at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. Want to help out the channel? Well, you can snag these super sweet new dice, playmats, tokens, and more over at mtggoldfishmerch.com. Buckle up, everyone. We're doing some 5-color Azula controlling today, and we will see how this goes. I do think the Badger Mole Cub meta has made me a control believer. I'm turning into Crim. I feel like that might be the secret to this format. This hand looks fine. We don't really want, so the Azula in this deck looks funny. Azula is really a like super late game, we've gained control of everything style card. We're not really planning on just like slamming it early in the game. Let's get down the starting town. Leave out the lightning helix, pass the turn. About it. Gotta be doing some sort of graveyard shenanigans. Maybe Sephiroth. Down to 19. And Voice of Victory. Sandbender Scavengers. Alright, so I think we kill this with a trigger on the stack. Just in case they mill a 1-drop. We don't really want our opponent to get it back. Opponent. Are we leaving it on top? The question's going to be, do we run out the cornucopia? I think the upside is so high. We're going to run it out. This does mean if they have Sephiroth, they can resolve it. And we don't have a removal spell at the moment. Okay, Toils of War. And a greedy freebooter. Alright, alright. That's fine. Opponent gets in and hits us. Well, there's a Jeskai Revelation. 1, 2, 3. Well, now we can play a Cornucopia and gain a life and still leave up the 3 steps ahead. And I mean, well, maybe this isn't going to take as long as we thought. We're actually pretty close to just slamming a Jeskai Revelation. And once you get to the Jeskai Revelation stage of the game, do we even care about this? I don't think that much. We're going to let it go. Like, without a sack outlet, we'll counter, like, an Umbral Collar Zealot, but I don't think we just need to counter the Vengeful Blood Witch here. Opponent gonna get it and hit us. We will take it. Wouldn't mind drawing an untap land. That would be the best. If they play a sack outlet, we are gonna counter. Another Blood Witch. All right, sure. You can have the Blood Witches. As long as you can't sack stuff, you can have the Blood Witches. Well, there's a land. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna play it untapped, and we're just gonna pass. So now we can 3 steps ahead with Kicker. There is Umbral Collar Zealot. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, we have to counter this. The question is, do we counter draw or do we counter copy? I think we counter draw. We already have 2. We already have 2 Ancient Cornucopias. So let's counter it. Draw 2, discard 1. Gain 2. We will pitch the starting town. Lightning Helix, not bad. Not a bad draw. Are we cracking the clue? All right, opponent's gonna crack the clue, sure. Makes an ally, gets to surveil, draws a card. Leaves it on top. And gonna get in and hit us. We will take it. Down to 14. Man, is there any world where we... Is there a world where we try to get down this Azula? Double Jeskai Revelation is what we're trying to really set up. I think we keep waiting. Should we stock up to hit a land? I think we just pass. See what our opponent does. We can Jeskai Revelation something. Opponent combat gets and hits us. We will take it. Down to 9 for now. Phoenix Fleet Airship. All right, so we are going to Jeskai Revelation. Bounce the Blood Witch. No. Jeskai Revelation. Bounce the Phoenix Fleet Airship. Kill a Blood Witch. Gain a ridiculous amount of life. And we get one of the Blood Witches off the battlefield. All right, there's a Hedge Maze. Hitting a land is good. So let's play the land. We'll keep another land. 1, 2, 3. Man, you know what? We're gonna get a little greedy here. We're gonna play a Firelord Azula. So the idea of Azula in this deck is normally we want to wait to the late game, right? When we've fully gained control of everything. And then we just have this big Azula turn where we win the game by attacking with Azula, casting Jeskai Revelation. Oh my god, Phoenix Fleet Airship. Sure. I mean, this is this is okay because we have Azula, and Azula, oh my god, this is going to be a turn. This is going to be a turn, opponent. Passing. Okay, we will untap. We draw the land. We play the land. Well, let's have a little fun. We're going to go to combat. We are going to swing with everything. We're going to firebend 2. So now as long as Azula's attacking, we get to double all of our spells. Let's see how our opponent blocks. Opponent, going to block with a freebooter. So we will first consult the star charts with Kicker. Trigger Prowess. Copy it. We will take a No More Lies and a Consult the Star Charts. We are going to decline and decline. Consult the Star Charts number 2. We will take a Lightning Helix and a Songcrafter Mage. Now we will Lightning Helix your face twice. Wait, are we going to win here? I think we actually just win the game here. And then we will Lightning Helix your face twice. Oh my god, Fire Lord Azula. Fire Lord Azula. Fire Lord Azula popping off. Wow. And then how about one more Lightning Helix your face? Oh my god, we got him. Wow. Okay. That was a turn. That was a turn. My goodness. Fire Lord Azula was absolutely absurd there. Like, that was... that was so good. Okay, well. Maybe running out Fire Lord Azula early is better than I expected. So opponent's playing Aristocrats. I got Phoenix Fleet Airship. What do we want against this deck? So Ether Eye seems kind of bad, since our opponent can probably just sack their stuff. What seems good? Urgent Necropsy seems good. Oh, they gotta be playing Reanimation. Ghost Vacuum's probably necessary. Probably not a Doppelgang matchup. Maybe Heritage Wreck? Get Lost? Tidebinder? If we can find room? So what are we gonna cut is the question. What do we cut? So maybe we go on like a 3 steps ahead. We can trim a stock up. We can trim a cornucopia. Even though Azula was our hero last game, I can see going down to 1 Fire Lord Azula. And maybe like 1 Songcrafter. I do think the No More Lies is good. Yeah, let's try it like that. Well, all right. That's why you play 5-color control. That's why you have an Azula in this deck. Like, oh my god, that turn. It just allows you to turn the corner so quick. Like, you go from control, stop your stuff, kill your stuff, counter your stuff, to just like, oops, I'm going to combo off and win the game. And that's a really powerful effect to have in a control deck. It almost makes it, in a weird way. If you squint hard enough, it does almost make it like a, we're going to keep this. It's a little questionable mana-wise, but hopefully we draw some lands. Opponent Infestation Sage. Well, let's play this. Yeah, I mean, we're just going to play the tap land. I'm really not sure what we want to put our 1 Multiversal Passage on here. Opponent, land, and Starling Gorehound. Gets and hits us. Oh, all right, so I think we have to put this on white. Untapped, pass the turn. We might have to cast a very sad Consult the Star Charts to hit our land drops. We're going to need to find another Infestation Sage. I think we let that go. I'm going to play this the same as last game, where we let them resolve their piddly little... Even that I don't know if we care about. Yeah, okay. We let them resolve their stuff. We keep them from resolving... A sack outlet is the goal. Opponent gonna get in and hit us. This feels bad, but we need to hit a land drop, so we're gonna consult. Oh no. Oh boy, okay. Land, please. All right, that is a land. That is a land. We will pass the turn. Gonna need to find red mana pretty soon. Found it. Land. There's the Delvokian encampment. Yeah. Oh, Yeah, the Sandbend Scavengers might be a little better than I thought. We actually might be in trouble here. Oh, this feels so bad. Draw 2. Discard a Jeskai Revel. Yeah, we might be in trouble here. Oh, that encampment's so good. That encampment's so good with the sand. Yeah, I think we should have countered the Scavengers. I wasn't thinking about the encampment and that synergy. So we're going to need to draw untapped red mana. That is not untapped red mana. All right, well, we play the Thundering Falls. It's tapped red mana. We mill the stock up. The problem isn't that we don't have enough cards. It's that we can't cast the cards we already have. All right, this feels awkward, but we are going to Tidebind the Delvokian encampment activation. Opponent's going to swing with everything, so we are just going to trade with the Scavengers. Our opponent can get back a Gorehound. We drop to 6. And now we're going to have to try to Lightning Helix our way through this. Yeah, missing the land drops is making this tricky. Actually, the Aetherize would actually been good this game. Opponent, another Gorehound. Mills a greedy freebooter. We find to consult the star charts, but we're still missing land drops. Ay, we are making this look so difficult this game. All right, consult the star charts. No kicker, because we need to leave up removal. We will take a Stomping Grounds. Play the Stomping Grounds tapped. I mean, I think we can survive the turn. Really, we're just losing to this land. We're just losing to this Delvokian encampment. At least there's not a Scavengers that it's scaling now, which makes it a little better, but still. This encampment's wrecking us at the moment. We do not have a clean answer to that. I mean, the answer, I guess, is keeping our opponent's board empty, but that isn't super realistic against these Infestation Sages. So I think our plan is just try to Lightning Helix as much as we can. Opponent, Delvokian encampment. Well, we will kill a Gorehound, go up to 9. Keep trying to slog our way through. Opponent hits us, surveils. Down to 4. We draw a Lush Portico, so at least we hit our land drop. Well, let's play the land. Keep the Lightning Helix. I don't know if we can realistically Lightning Helix through all of this, though. Because of the Infestation Sages. Another Sandbend Scavengers. Well, we will... I think we counter it. Okay, there's an Umbro Collar Zealot. But this doesn't just kill us. I think we're actually going to cycle this Heritage Reclamation. Exile the Gorehound, draw a card. Find the other Lightning Helix. Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, but the Infestation Sages. Okay, so we need to Lightning Helix Umbro Collar Zealot. Go up to 4. So now what we can do is, if they Delvokian encampment, we can Fire Magic sweep their board, and then we just have to work through the Infestation Sage tokens, which might be possible. Voice of Victory. I think we still just do it. Opponent can have their Voice of Victory. They get their 1/1s, but they're summoning sick. Sure. Opponent. Passing. Alright, well, we will Lightning Helix. Get rid of the Voice of Victory. Go back up to 7. Play the Starting Town. Pass the turn. Okay, I mean, we're staying alive. We're staying alive at the moment. Opponent finds a land, Bleachbone Verge. Sephiroth. Okay. Yeah. Gonna sack and draw. Down to 6. But that is one less creature on the battlefield. Opponent getting in, down to 5. Ooh, all right. We really need a good consult the star charts here. Kick it. Fire Magic. For sure. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fire Magic for sure. And I guess Ancient Cornucopia? So opponent gets a Blood Witch, opponent passes. So we're going to play 1, 2, 3. So we're going to play the Hedge Maze. Mill the land. So if we, let's think about this. So we Necropocy the Sephiroth. Take 2. Then we Fire Magic the other 2 creatures. Man, I wish we could get this down. We also have to play around. This Devoking Encampment is really the card that's doing all this. 1, 2. Oh, I guess this actually works. All right, so let's play Ancient Cornucopia. Black, green, whatever. Urgent Necropocy. Kill the Sephiroth. So we gain 2, lose 2. Pass the turn. We got the Fire Magic. So if they go for the Devoking Encampment, we can Fire Magic. Double Devoking Encampment. Raise the past. Oh. Yeah. That does it. That does do it. Okay. Okay, so do we want to change anything? We didn't draw the Graveyard Hate. I don't know if the Summon Leviathan stuff and Aetherizes are actually... I feel like they're not actually worth it, but maybe they are. Maybe we just go Essence Scatters. Well, maybe the Heritage Reclamation's not worth it. Let's leave 1 Aetherize. And we'll get rid of the Heritage Reclamations. We saw the like weird ally clue enchantment in game 1, but they don't seem super built around it. It might be like a random one of or something. Good news is we get to play first this game, which is a pretty big deal for getting things set up. So definitely playing first. Yeah, all right. I mean, we're going to keep this. It's okay. It's okay. We would like to hit lands so we can cast our... I mean, if we can actually cast our No More Lies on time, there is a downside to being 5 colors, which is we're not always going to be able to cast everything that we want to be able to cast on time. We're going to lead down the starting town. Pass the turn. Opponent, Swamp, and Snarling Gorehound. Well, Fire Magic is not the worst. Play the land, pass the turn. I really hate casting this X equal... Ooh, okay. Sure. So opponent gets a Scavengers. We are just going to Fire Magic in response. They can exile it, get back the Gorehound. Opponent gets to Surveil. Opponent whiffs. Well, okay, that's a good draw. Let's play Breeding Pool tapped. So this lets us leave up the No More Lies. We really don't want to cast this until we can... Oh, there's the encampment again. Opponent, Infestation Sage. Do we want to No More Lies that? I'm actually considering it, but I think we have to say no. Opponent gets to Surveil. We can't let them resolve Voice. Voice would be very bad for us. Opponent gets in for 1, hits us. Down to 19. All right, there's the Voice. We will counter that. Okay, Will-O-Wisp Verge is good. Play the Verge, pass the turn. So now we can at least kick this Consult the Star charts. Opponent, untap land. Devoking Encampment, sure. If they're doing that, we're just going to kick a Consult, take a Jeskai Revelation, and a Mistrise Village. We'll take our beats. Opponent gets to Surveil. Down to 14. Okay, Lightning Helix is good. That is good. So play the land. Pass the turn. See what our opponent does. I mean, next step is get to 7 mana so we can 3 steps. So we can Jeskai Revelation. Opponent. Are we doing the same thing? Yes. So opponent, Devoking Encampment. Gonna go to combat. Going to attack. Make their tokens. Surveils. Gonna mill a land. Surveils. Gonna mill a land. All right. So we will... yeah, I think we do it. Let's kill the Gorehound. If we could get rid of these Infestation Sages, then we wouldn't be taking damage anymore from this encampment. Opponent. Greedy freebooter. All right, sure. Opponent passes. We draw. I mean, we're one. We're one away. We're one away. This turn might actually have to be 3 steps ahead to draw cards to get to the Jeskai Revelation. Yeah, we're going to have to counter the dress. We're going to counter it. Draw 2. I think we have to discard the Azula, unfortunately. We did not find the land. Okay, the Vulcan. This is okay, though. This is okay. This is okay, because we're going to get down the Cornucopia and start gaining back some life. Found a tap land. We're down to 9 temporarily. But we will play a Cornucopia. Play a second Cornucopia off the first Cornucopia. Gain some life. We have the No More Lies, which can gain us life now. Opponent, land. Opponent. Devoking Encampment. I think we might be okay. I think we might be okay. Opponent hits us to 6 passes. All right, we will just pass the turn, see what our opponent does. We have the Jeskai Revelation, which not only does its thing, but gains us a huge amount of life. So opponent, Devoking Encampment, yes. Gonna go to combat, gonna attack. Well, we are going to... I think we take it. I think we actually take it. Sure. We go to 2. Opponent passes. All right. Jeskai Revelation. So we will bounce Infestation Sage. Hit you for 4. Gain 6. Make some monks. Okay, there's a Lightning Helix. There's a Lightning Helix. Opponent passes. I'll play the Misrise Village. Opponent's at 12? Wait, can we try to win? Not quite. Wait, so we cast this. That's 4. Cast this at 6. Cast this at 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? I think maybe we try. Let's cast one of these without kicker, because if we hit another cheap spell, I think we can just win here. How about a Lightning Helix? I'll go to combat, attack you. I think this will do it. Helix ya. Wow. Well, they got us in game 2 and made it close, but I think this should do it now. And opponent. Whoo! Well, we controlled him. We controlled him. It was a grind, and I mean, that's how control works, though, right? You fall behind, you leave up the answers. I mean, game 2, they definitely got us. Like, we had a slow hand, they were on the play, and they just got too much stuff down for us to deal with. One of the weird things about this deck is we have, like, Fire Magic style sweepers, which are really good against a lot of decks. Little sketchy against the Blood Artist, though, and then they had the raise when we did not have counter available. But in general, I feel like we did a pretty good job controlling this deck. I will say the Devoking Encampment's very annoying, but there's not a ton we can do about it because we can't really afford to play Demo Field or something. In theory, we can bounce it with Jeskai Revelation. That is legal. Not usually really worth it, though, but hey, a win's a win. I don't even know what our worst matchup is with this deck. I feel like it's so funny. I'm recording this pre-Worlds. I'm not sure when it's going to release, after Worlds at some point. So this, you're going to know the answer to this by the time the video goes live, but I'm very curious to see what happens at Worlds because the threats in this format are so insane, but I kind of feel like maybe there's a control deck that can keep them in line. So I think it's possible we emerge from Worlds with actually a very control-heavy meta, which would be kind of funny. We'll see. We'll see. Opponent, Watery Grave, man. We are drawing a lot of nothing. Well, we're going to keep surveilling away lands here. Opponent, Sultai. Is this the superior Spider-Man deck, perhaps? Opponent, land. They aren't filling their graveyard, though. Let's just play a starting town. And as much as I'd like to get down Cornucopia, I think we just sit on the 3 steps ahead this turn. Opponent, Swamp, and... Opponent might also... Etherize, eh? Opponent might also be playing a control deck. Let's play Breeding Pool Tap, pass the turn. Patience, patience. Is it Control Mirror time? Opponent, Wastewood Verge, and also passing. Another nice thing about this deck is it really does hardcore invalidate. We do not want another Etherize. It does pretty hardcore invalidate our opponent's removal. If they're sitting on a bunch of targeted like creature removal, it is not going to do much against our deck. I mean, I guess it could get Azula eventually, but we can win without the Azula. It's not like we need the Azula to win. Opponent, passing. Well, let's play the Verge. I think we wait one more turn on the Cornucopia. I want to be able to kick this 3 steps ahead if we need to cast it to draw some cards. Next turn, we can play Cornucopia. Actually, what if they blow it up or counter it? Let's wait another turn. I guess we're just under no pressure. I feel like going draw go benefits us. Like, I feel like we're fine with playing this game. I'm not sure if our opponent actually is as fine as we are. Maybe they're sitting on a bunch of counters and stuff too. See what they surveil. Maybe we can get some idea of what they're trying to do. Leaves it on top. And still not going to play anything. All right, opponent's going to pass. 1, 2, 3. Well, we're going to play a Plains, and we are going to play a Cornucopia. We got so much... Well, it didn't feel like they had a counter. We got so much mana that we can still... even if it got countered, we'd still be able to answer. Oh, they are playing the superior Spider-Man deck. Do we counter and Awaken the Honored Dead? I think the answer's got to be no. Like, I think we just got to counter the bombs. Yeah, we're going to let it go. We're going to let it go, sure. I mean, we have plenty of mana. So I do think they're the Reanimator deck. They just haven't found any ways to reanimate things somehow. And let's play a Stomping Ground Stepped. Pass the turn. Oh, opponent going to mill some cards. All right, there's the Bringer. Aetheride's also pretty hilarious against them. I don't think they should have counters in the main deck, right? They probably have some in the sideboard, but I don't think they get to play them in the main. Because they don't really work with the synergies. So as long as we can keep, like, Superior Spider-Man or Cavanero, whatever it is, Smuggler Surprise, stuff like that from happening, we should be okay. I mean, I guess eventually they're just going to be able to hardcast stuff like Arden. Oh, about it. They also do have Cavern, which is going to be worth keeping in mind. Opponent passes. Well, let's play a Mistrise. Well, we don't even need that. Let's play a Multiversal Passage on, I guess, blue. Pass the turn. Found it. Are we getting back the Bringer? Could use some card draw. Would not mind hitting like a Consult, would be insane. We have hit a lot of lands. We have 10 lands on the battlefield. We have not cast, I guess we cast the Ancient Cornucopia, but we have not cast spells this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we only got 12 lands left. So we should be hitting some non-lands at some point, yeah. Opponent's trying to figure out if they want to get the Bringer back, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could cast it and make us counter it. Opponent. Yeah, gonna go for it. Discards a Bitter... Yeah, I mean, I guess Bitter Triumph's not doing much against their deck. To get back... Wow, they're gonna get back a land. Okay. Sure. Plays the land. And passes. Well, starting town. Go. 11 lands left. We're counting now. Opponent. Willow Rush Verge. Opponent's also hit a lot of lands. 10 lands left. Hedge Maze. Get rid of a starting town. 9 lands. Wait, am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there are 9 lands left. Yeah, sure. I mean, we're not gonna counter the warp of a Quantum Riddler with a million cards in hand. That's fine. Nor that one. You can cycle all your Riddlers, opponent. This is a little different than the typical Superior Spider-Man deck, then. Picking up their Sphinxes. Discarding the hand size, I assume. Pitches in Arden. Well, there's a Songcrafter Mage. Well, let's play a Mistrise Village. 8 lands left. Wait, so we have 27 lands in this deck. Means we've drawn 19. 19 out of 25. That is, wait, no, that's insane. that is actually insane. Do we care about countering this? Not too much. Sure, Harvester Miseries. Opponent. We don't have any card draw in the graveyard, right? We do not. All right. Well, there's an Azula that I don't think we... Do we want to play Azula? Make him kill it? They don't have that much removal. You know what? We have so much mana. Let's play an Azula. There's also some upside to making them kill it. There's also some upside to making them kill it, because then it's in the graveyard. If they do bringer shenanigans at some point, we get it back. Plus, it can also theoretically just block this Harvester Misery. Pass the turn. I mean, if our opponent kills it, we're gonna let it go. We're not gonna fight over this Azula. We might do some end step like Fire Magic Lightning Helix to kill the Harvester. We'll see what our opponent does. Awaken the Honored Dead. All right, yeah, you can kill the Azula, sure. Sure. Where in the world is our card draw? Opponent, combat, opponent. Gonna get in with the Harvester. Yeah, we're gonna wait. We'll take it. Down to 14 for now. Opponent gonna play a land. Lightning Helix, the Harvester. And then Fire Magic, the Harvester. Untap draw, another Helix. Man, where is the card draw? All right, pass the turn. Opponent gonna mill some cards. At some point, we're gonna have to cast us 3 steps ahead just to try to draw into some card draw. Jeskai Revelation would be insane. There's so many things that would be good now. What a weird game this has been. There is so little that has happened this game. Caballero, gonna copy what, the Bringer? So they copy the Bringer. I mean, I think we counter it. Yeah, counter draw. Well, there's a Consult the Star Charts finally. We'll pitch the Lightning Helix. Okay, now we finally hit some card draws, so now we should be relatively good. Caballero, again. Opponent has 3 mana up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Consult with Kicker. We will take a Consult and a 3 steps ahead. And then 3 steps ahead, counter draw. Man, we have so much mana. I mean, I guess there's an upside to just drawing all your lands, which is you can do a lot of things in a turn. We're going to pitch a No More Lies, because our opponent also has a lot of mana. And opponent gonna run a Grand. Sure. Well, there's a Jeskai Revelation. That is something we were waiting for. So let's pass the turn. Opponent can get back to Caballero, do it all again. Pitches a Terror of the Peaks. Sure, opponent gets it back. How many Cavalieros are left? 1? Huh. Caballero. Well, we will, let's see. 3 steps ahead. counter, and draw. Actually, do we draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we have enough. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 steps ahead. Counter, draw. Oh, there's an Azula. All right, so we'll pitch the land. Bringer of the Last Gift. Well, this one we will just no more lies. And then we will Jeskai Revelation. Bounce Grand, 4 to your face. Draw some cards. Well, play the starting town. Do we even try to win here is the question. They're at 16. So he's hit 4. Oh, we got to think now. So we cast this, he's hit for 4. We cast this, they hit for 6. We cast this, they hit for 8. Yeah, it's not enough. All right, so I guess we just hit for 2 and pass this turn. I think we need to just sit on our interaction here. Next turn, hopefully, is the winning turn. Bringer of the Last Gift. So we will Jeskai Revelation. Bounce you. 4 to your face. And if our opponent has another Cavanero, we can Songcrafter to get a counter. Or maybe we just draw the No More Lies. And then this should actually do it. Opponent. Grand. Sure. Not going to care about that. And Oblivious Bookworm. I think that we actually counter because we actually just want to win this turn. Opponent passes. So we get to consult the star charts. No kicker. Trigger prop. Man, Jeskai Revelation's quite the finisher. Take a Lightning Helix. Lightning Helix. The Grand. And hit you with some monks. And all right. I mean, we did the thing. Man, this deck might actually be kind of insane. So, opponent. Living End in Standard. What do we want against this deck? So we got to expect that they're going to have some counters in the sideboard. At least that would be my expectation. Although looking at deck lists, I don't even know if there really are that many counters. The meta is like, it seems like this deck is maybe kind of skewed to fight the aggro decks, which makes sense. There's probably some duresses. The Meosian, we got to stop the Meosian would get us. We can't let Meosian happen, but I don't know. We don't know what this sideboard's like, but looking at the typical sideboard, more caverns probably, and then duresses are what we're scared of. Cavern is an issue. We don't really have an answer to cavern. But what do we want against this deck? So, Ghost Vacuum for sure. Maybe the Doppelgang would be funny in this matchup. Is Summon Leviathan worth it? Is like, oh, it is pretty good. So the problem is, that's actually very interesting. So the problem is the Terror of the Peaks. If they have Terror of the Peaks, then we just lose to everything entering. Tidebinder actually seems kind of good. What do we not want? So we can go down to Fire Magic. Maybe go down all the Fire Magics. We're going to have to deal with the Grands in another way. 3 steps ahead goes Vacuum. Consult. No More Lies. I'm a little worried. About the caverns. That is an actual concern. Maybe you don't want one Azula. Maybe one Songcrafter Mage. Go up a Summon Leviathan. Maybe a Get Lost. Let's try it like that. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. We definitely want the Graveyard Hate. A Ghost Vacuum would go a long way, especially if we can keep a Ghost Vacuum and protect it. It does pretty much shut down their deck altogether. Ooh. All right. Well, this gotta be a mulligan. That's 2 Jeskai Revelations, 1 land. More Jeskai Revelations than land. Not typically a keepable hand with this deck. This is keepable. Opponent gonna start in a Blooming Marsh. And all right, there's duress number 1. Well, this gives our opponent some important information that they know about the counters now. We'll see what they take. I assume it's one of the two counters. Gonna take the No More Lies. Well, let's play Misrise Village, pass the turn. Opponent, Island, and Oblivious Bookworm. Okay, that's a good one. That is a good one. Opponent gets to start looting, filling the graveyard. Yeah, this is what our opponent was lacking last game, was something on the battlefield early, which is normal because their deck doesn't have a lot of that stuff, but this is kind of an issue for us. Opponent, Bookworm, combat. Just being able to loot every turn is really good in our opponent's deck. Opponent hits us down to 18. And land. And passing. Opponent, thinking. Gonna discard the Bringer. Well, we untap. We draw planes. Well, let's play the Verge and... yeah, I think we just Cornucopia. We are going shields down here. But this is pretty high upside for next turn, because we can leave up the 3 steps ahead and the Consult the Star charts. If our opponent has Cavanero this turn, all they get's a Bringer, which is still, that's a lot of power on the battlefield, but it's not just like game over. Opponent gets in, hits us with a Bookworm. Well, I'm gonna keep looting. Opponent discards a Bitter Triumph. Well, we're going to play a Plains. This lets us leave up 3 steps ahead with Kicker, with Spree, with the card draw mode. Worst case, we get to Consult end step. Wouldn't mind finding like a Lightning Helix, just getting rid of this Bookworm. The damage is like starting to add up, but the real problem is just the looting. The looting's really good for our opponent. All right. Oh, they're going to just go for it. Interesting. Sure. Actually, do we want to... this is kind of cute. We could 3 steps ahead loot to get Azula in the graveyard. And then they're going to get a Bringer. And then we get to double... you know what? I think... because all they're getting is the Bringers, right? You know what? This might be way too greedy, but it's too cute to pass up, so we're going to do it. 3 steps ahead. Gain a life. Discard the Azula. Wow, this worked out insane. Okay, check this out. Oh my god, this is so good. We drew the Jeskai Revelation. Oh! Wow, okay, opponent just takes the Cavanero. Unexpected. Unexpected. All right, I mean, that does play around. We were going to have an insane turn. That was a good play by our opponent, actually. Very good play. I figured they'd just go with what you normally go with, but no, opponent changed it up, and it was pretty good for them. I don't think the Azula does a ton in their deck, but we will play a Hedge Maze. Do a little Surveillance. Mill the Lush Portico. I mean, next turn we do get to Jeskai Revelation. Assuming there is a next turn. Opponent, combat. Opponent gets in, hits us. Does some firebending. Sure. We drop to 8. Opponent. Maybe this means they have another Cavanero. Alright, so we're going to go end step. We are going to kick a Consult. Gain a life. Take an Ether... well, yeah, take an Etherize. Take a Hedge Maze. Opponent loots. Oh, I really wanted that Azula. Well, let's play the Verge and pass the turn. Opponent. I'm going to play an Underground Mortuary. Attacks. I think we just wait. Sure, opponent gets in, hits us. Down to 3. We'll take it. Alright, end step. We will Jeskai Revelation. Bounce the Bookworm. Kill the Cavanero. Gain some life. Make some dorks. Ooh, there's a Summon Leviathan. Okay. Our one-up sideboard tech. Let's see if it pays off. Opponent gets to loot. The problem is we can't stop the Cavanero. That is actually not possible. Well, let's play a Hedge Maze. Get rid of the Thundering Falls. Hit you for 2. Yeah, the Cavern's doing some work for our opponent. That's for sure. Thankfully, there's no All right, there's another Cavanero. Sure. It's uncounterable anyways, so... So opponent going to wrath away the board. Reanimate everything. Opponent's going to play a land. Opponent going to go to combat. So I think we just consult and go to 1. All right, Lightning Helix and 3 steps ahead. So we drop to 1. You gonna play a Quantum Riddler? Sure. Draws a card. I mean, so our plan is here, we're gonna summon Leviathan, bounce all of our opponent's stuff. And then it should take them a minute to, like, get stuff back in the graveyard. At least that's the idea. Unfortunately, our opponent being up to 28 is awkward. Our deck might have trouble dealing 28. All right, well, we untap at 1 life. We will play a summon Leviathan. Gain a life. Bounce everything. Lush Portico. I think we got to keep the... Do we keep the heal? We got to mill the Helix. Mill the Helix. Pass the turn. Oh, we were right on the edge. Opponent untaps. I mean, we can gain 6 with the Helix. Opponent untap land. Wow, just going to play the Arden. Okay. Plays the Arden. Going to get back the Bookworm. Going to go attacking. So we will Helix our opponent's face. Go up to 7. Down to 2. Opponent gets to loot. Yeah, I think we might be losing this one, honestly. I'm not feeling very good about it. Opponent discards a bringer. And a Bookworm. Oh, there's... Okay, we drew a Ghost Vacuum. Well, go to combat. Hit you with the Leviathan. Draw stock up. Well, let's... play the Ghost Vacuum. Play a starting town tapped. And so if we Etherize, we pound... Yeah, we just pass. We just passed the turn. How do we actually win, though? Opponent's at 22. They can use a Cavanero to get rid of the Summon Leviathan. Once it goes to the graveyard to keep us from looping it. Overlord of the Baelmerk. Yeah, I don't think we're going to fight that. Opponent mills a bunch of lands. Gets back a Bookworm. Gonna go to combat. My phone's gonna ring. Opponent's going to get back a bringer. Okay. I mean, this is fine, though, because the bringer doesn't trigger. Well, all right. No one expects to Etherize. Etherize? We'll gain a life up to 3. Bounce all the attackers. What do we go? What a game. What a game. There's the Bookworm. Sure. And even more Bookworms. How many cards I got? 30? Is there any way we can mill them out? All right, let's see what happens end step. Opponent gets to do some looting. We do get to get rid of something with this Ghost Vacuum. All right, opponent just discards lands. Well, I mean, we will exile... I don't know. Awaken the Honored Dead, I guess. Opponent unimpends. We untap. Well, yeah. There goes our Leviathan. And let's see. 1, 2, 3. Let's stock up. Yeah, we're going to gain the life. Take a lightning helix. Ooh, Tidebinder is actually pretty sweet. Take a lightning helix. Take a Tidebinder. Let's play the... So we need 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Let's play Quarry Mountain Monastery. Play the untap land. Pass the turn. Okay, I mean, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. we're fighting and clawing. Found it. Untap land now to 20. Gonna replay the Arden. It's a human, so it's uncounterable. That's kind of fine, though. There's not even anything in the graveyard. Oh, right. They're going to exile the Summon Leviathan, but that's going to bounce all their stuff? So I think we Ghost Vacuum the Leviathan to protect it. We could Tidebinder, but I don't think we really need to yet. Opponent gets it. 1, 2... Helix a Bookworm. Gain some life. Back up to 9. We'll take our beats. Opponent, gonna pass. Gonna loot. What a grind. What a grind this deck is. I actually really like playing control decks, though. Well, let's Quarry Mountain Monastery, see what we can see. Oh, an opponent scoops it up, and wow. Honestly, I think our opponent just got tired of playing against us, because with the Cavern out, I'm not sure that we're actually winning this game. Like, we're in the game, we're trying, but if you look at our hand, like, the 3 steps ahead, not great against the Cavern. Tidebinder buys us a turn against, like, a Living End. Stock Up, obviously going to draw some cards, but I don't feel like our opponent's in that bad of a position. Like, I'm not sure, other than feeling like I just don't want to do this anymore. I don't know why I can scoop it up there, but hey, we'll take it. It's another win. This deck actually seems oddly good. You know, 5-color control, sweet. More Aetherizes and lands. Not going to keep that one. This one, okay. So this is going to feel weird because we're the Azula control deck, but I think Azula is definitely the right card to put to the bottom. Azula is really our late game. It's our late game payoff. Yeah, let's play the Elegant Parlor. I think we actually keep Hedge Maze because we need it for the Ancient Cornucopia, and we have some card draw. Island for our opponent. Oh, this might be... Oh, all right. I don't know what this is. Oh, is this the... All right, I have no idea. I played against a Jeskai deck that was playing the warp cards. Yeah, let's just play the tap land. We're not going to leave up the Helix. Fire Magic. Fire Magic might actually be worth keeping here. We're going to keep Fire Magic. Fire Magic X2 might kill a lot of their stuff. I'm not really sure what they're doing. All right, there's some sort of flyer deck. Some sort of flyer deck with big flyers. And what are you going to bounce the Riddler? Oh, look at that. Look at that synergy. Pick up that Riddler. Pick up that Riddler. All right, opponent. Generating value. Well, let's play the Verge and get down Cornucopia. And then, okay. Now that the Cornucopia is down, we need to start playing some defense on these 5 drops. Hopefully not letting them resolve, because I'm not sure how we realistically beat like a Quantum Riddler. Opponent hits us down to 18. Do they not have a land? That would be sweet. Momo. Okay, so this is a flyer stack. Storm. Oh my god, this Fire Magic. This Fire Magic. Sure, makes an otter. Come on, one more. One power creature. Warps a Riddler again. Okay. So the Riddler gets warped. I think we wait. We could Fire Magic for 1 right now, but I think... Did they hit a land? That's actually very important here. If they hit a land, then we got to worry about a 5-drop. Ooh, they did. All right. All right. Interesting. Well, we untap. We draw a Consult the Star Charts. We play the Mistrise Village. Okay. Since they hit the land, I think we just Fire Magic for 1 right now to get rid of the Momo and the token. Gain a life. And this means we still get to leave up 3 steps ahead if we need it to counter like a Riddler. Or if we don't need it, we can kick a consult the star charts and see if we can draw some cards. Opponent hits us down to 17. It feels like they were struggling to hit a land last turn, so they might not. Airbender Ascension. Okay, sure. Going to airbend the Nurturing Pixie. And then replay it, pick up the Storm Chaser's talent. We could counter it, but I think we'd rather consult the star charts here. Gain a life, do a little digging. Snag us a... Now let's take an Ancient Cornucopia and a Monastery. So this should mean that we can play the Cornucopia. We can play the Cornucopia. Well, I guess we can just play the Plains. We can play the Cornucopia. Gain a life. And still have access to the 3 steps ahead. If our opponent draws a land and plays, the only thing we really care about is a Riddler. Because we just don't have good removal for the Riddler at the moment. So we really don't want that to stick. All right, there's the land. If they play the Riddler, we got to counter it. Okay, they're going to play Storm Chaser's Talent. That's fine. If they're going to play stuff like Storm Chaser's Talent, we can deal with that. This Airbender Ascension going to get annoying eventually. Wow, okay. I guess it's going to get annoying now. All right, well, we will see what this means. This is probably not ideal. Huh. How do we deal with an Airbender Ascension? I don't know if we have a removal spell for that. This Airbender Ascension might be an issue. Opponent going to try to blink the Spider. Well, we are going to Landing Helix, gain some life. Kill it. Untap. We draw 3 steps ahead. We'll play the Monastery. I think we definitely 1, 2, 3. I think we definitely stock up. Gain a bit of life. Draw some cards. Ooh, do we want Azula yet? We can take the Fire Magic for sure, which is actually super good here. Take the Fire Magic. Do we need a land? Do we want a land? Azula, I think we gotta wait on Azula still. Yeah, let's take a Helix. I think we'll hit our lands. We'll take the Helix, we'll take the Fire Magic, pass the turn. We have enough mana if they cast a Riddler. We can counter draw with 3 steps ahead. Opponent combat. And we're up to 26. That's one of the nice things about having all these Ancient Cornucopias is the life total buff is actually kind of relevant. All right, opponent's going to go to the end step. Well, we are going to Fire Magic for 2. Sweep the board. Put an end to those shenanigans. Now we just got to keep... Ooh, there's Ether Eyes. Now we just got to keep the creatures off the battlefield. If there's no creature to blink, then Airbender Ascension doesn't do anything. That's our goal here. Opponent, pass it. Maybe. Think it. Nurturing Pixie. All right, sure. This probably means we got to just Lightning Helix it. I imagine they pick up Storm Chaser's Talent would make the most sense. That's the normal loop. Yep, opponent gonna pick up Storm Chaser's Talent. Then they can replay the Storm Chaser. So this is just like a big self-bounce Flyers deck. We played the budget Flyers deck that was self-bouncy, but it was not as big as this deck. This deck's going up to a lot of expensive stuff. Riddler. Well, that we sadly have to counter. So counter draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, maybe we just do everything? Yeah, let's just do everything. Copy a Cornucopia. Counter the Riddler. Gain some life. So this does mean our opponent gets to... Oh, there's Jeskai Revelation. This does mean our opponent gets to blink the Pixie. They can blink the Pixie, pick up the Storm Chaser's Talent. But I think we're slowly pulling ahead. We're still at 25 life. We draw another 3 steps ahead. Well, we'll just pass the turn, see what happens. Jeskai Revelation is nice because it can actually reset this Airbender Ascension. Which blinking the Pixie's not the end of the world, but once they start blinking Riddlers or even the Starfield Shepherd, then things might get a little sketchy. Bone it. Storm Chaser's talent. How do you keep drawing those Storm Chaser's talents? Bone it. Gonna make another otter. Gonna get another counter. I'm gonna play another Storm Chaser. Somehow now I kind of wish we kept the Ether Eyes. Maybe we need the Ether Eyes just to deal with these otters. So many otters. Bone it. Gonna get in. Well, let's just kill the pixie. Gain a wee bit of life from our many cornucopias. Oh, take the beats all the way down to 31. Well, oh wait, this is not end step. All right, let's go to the, why do we keep stopping second main phase? All right, end step. Would you like to blink an otter opponent? They're gonna say no. Well, we are going to consult the star charts. We will take a Fire Magic seems wonderful, and I guess another consult here. Untap. Well, let's stock up. We do want to hit our lands. We've missed a couple land drops. Gain some life. Take a Lightning Helix, and I guess we just go Thundering Falls. So play the Thundering Falls. I mean, our opponent, we're gaining so much life, they're just like not able to kill us. They're like building a board and doing all this self-bound stuff, but it feels like it just doesn't matter because we have 3 cornucopias. So we're just like, we're taking all their hits and gaining life instead of losing life. Opponent gets in, hits us. Down to 31. Starfield Shepherd. All right, I think that is good enough to spend a counter. Counter, and I think we draw. We don't really want our opponent to start blinking that. And opponent says GG, and wow, scoops it up. Okay, well, one thing I've learned about this deck is we don't even have to win most of the time. We just have to like counter and destroy enough stuff that our opponent eventually gives up. That is our actual technique. What do we want against this deck? So it's like blue-white mid-rangey self-bounce flyers, I guess. It makes me so happy to see Ether Eyes see play in standard. That is, oh, it's so good. It's so good. So the Get Lost seems, speaking of good, kind of good. Urgent Necropsy, perhaps, can get rid of that silly enchantment. Don't need Graveyard Hate. So if you think about how this deck is built, Jeskai Revelation deals 4 damage. We can technically cast 5 of them with the Songcrafter Mages. That does equal 20. So if we're worried about our opponent gaining a bunch of life, we can bring in another Jeskai Revelation. Also, we have the Lightning Helixes, which are at least 12 more if we go phase. I think this is probably, the Fire Magic seem good. The counters seem good. The Cornucopias were insane that game. Let's go maybe one Azula. Azula, I mentioned this before, but the idea of Azula, we want Azula in like the late game. Once we have gained control, we don't really want to just run it out into a removal spell. So I think 1 is maybe fine. 1 is probably fine, and then maybe we just go maybe 1 Songcrafter. Let's try like that. I think that's fine. All right, rock some music. What are we up to, Flame? What are we doing, Flame? So Bono's gonna be on the play, which is not ideal. This hand, we can keep it. We can keep it. We got a Cornucopia, got some card draw, got a counter. We'll see if it's fast enough. Let's lead on the Surveil land. Well, we're gonna keep a second No More Lies, I think. Hopefully our opponent doesn't do anything too crazy this turn. Starting down, go. All right, opponent did not do anything too crazy this turn. Opponent land and Storm Chaser's talent. You know what? We're just going to counter it. This makes all their bounce stuff way worse. Opponent passes. Well, let's... Oh, that comes into play tap. Let's play Stomping Grounds. And yeah, let's be a bit greedy. Let's get the Cornucopia down. The coast's just clear, opponent. We're not going to counter you this turn, so... Momo, the friendly flyer. And passes. Okay. Well, let's play a Mistrise Village. Do we need to kill the Momo? Yeah, let's wait. It does ramp them, but I'm not super worried about what they ramp into. Opponent, combat. Gets it, hits us. Down to 60. While passing. All right, well, consult the star charts. Gain a little life. Draw a couple cards. Ooh, opponent's going to ang it. Interesting. All right, so opponent does some anging. We still gain the life. Well, we will untap. We draw a starting town. How much is this? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's a lot of mana to kill everything. Let's just... Yeah, let's Multiversal Passage on white. Untapped. So this means we can No More Lies plus kick a Consult to Star Charts. Or we could full Fire Magic if we needed to opponent. It's us down to 12. And tap land. Well, all right, let's try this again. Consult with kicker. Gain some life. We will take a 3 steps ahead and... Do we need a land? Let's take a Verge. Let's take a Verge. We'll keep 1 3 steps ahead for now. Untap. Play a 1, 2, 3. Let's play a Meticulous Archive. Gonna keep that Aetherize, and we're just gonna pass. Pass, leave up our mana. See what our opponent does. Opponent. Multiversal Passage. Gonna go to combat. Gonna get in, hit us. Sure. Down to 10. And... Opponent's got the fear of the counter spells. Not that I can blame them, but... Nurturing Pixie. Sure. You know what? Pick up Aang. Alright, so let's just Fire Magic. Kill the Pixie, kill the Momo. Opponent can pick up the Aang. That's fine. Sure. And opponent, looking at our Cornucopia. We actually want that. Let's counter draw. The Cornucopia is actually really good. Oh, and there's another one. Pitch of the starting town. Okay. Okay, things are starting to shape up. Things are starting to shape up. Opponent, oh my god, that's Jeskai Revelation. Well, we're going to play another Ancient Cornucopia. Gain some life. Whoo, and then Flood Farm Verge. Go. Actually, why are we going? Let's stock up. Stock up makes sense. We don't have a counter at the moment. Ooh, that's an Azula. All right, we're going to take Azula, and we're going to take a No More Lies. We might actually be able to do the Azula thing. We might be able to... Oh, tap out for a 5-drop. Play that Quantum Riddler opponent. Oh my god. Okay, they're warping it. All right, sure. We can't No More Lies that. Yep, draw your card. That's fine. Our opponent might have taken out... Splash Portal. Splash Portal. I think we actually do this. Enforce our opponent. It gains us a bunch of life. Our opponent can't pay. They can pay for it, but this is going to tap our opponent out. And then we get to play the Azula. Yes, our opponent going to get to draw again. But we might be getting close to a double Jeskai Revelation turn, which is a pretty good one. Fire Lord Azula gains 6. Man, these Cornucopias do so much work. Pass the turn. All right, the Fire Lord is here. Our opponent does have the Aang. Land for our opponent. Gonna go to combat. Gonna get in, hit us. I mean, if we get to attack with the Azula and Jeskai Revelation, it is insane. Opponent. Nurturing Pixie. Uh-huh. Wow, gonna pick up the Riddler? Really? Opponent wants to draw more cards, I guess? Opponent's gonna pass. Well, I mean, we're gonna untap. We're gonna play a Verge. We're gonna go to combat. See if our opponent is gonna do some airbending. Aang Swift Savior. Sure. Oh yeah. I mean, we're just gonna recast it, but that's fine. I mean, we recast it and gained 6 life, so sure. I don't really want to tap the starting town. Yeah, we'll tap the starting town. Whatever. How about an Azula? Firelord Azula. Gain 6. Our opponent's done so much work and it just doesn't matter because we gained so much life. All right, next turn. Next turn might be a good turn with Azula. Our opponent managed to stave it off for a turn with the Aang. But unless they find some answers, double Jeskai Revelation is going to end this game very quickly. Opponent gets in, hits us. Down to 21. Nurturing Pixie. To pick up the Aang. Alright, so opponent's going to run it back. Try to do it again. Opponent passes. Well, we're going to go to combat. Opponent. We're going to Aang. Aang it. Aang it. There it is. Aang Swift Savior. Sure. I mean, this isn't even really hurting. I guess it's like time walking us, but we're gaining so much life from the cornucopias. It's not really doing anything. Like, we're actually just gaining life. We're taking 4 and gaining 6, so we're coming out ahead in this. It might be time to Etherize. I don't even know if I want them to pick this up, though. I really just want to attack with this. We're going to take it for now. We're not going to Etherize yet. I really want to get in an attack with this Azula and Jeskai Revelation. That's what we're really playing towards here. Opponent. Airbender Ascension. Okay. Gonna airbend the Azula? Sure. Sure. And opponent gonna pass. Well, we'll play an Azula. We'll gain 6. We will pass the turn. Opponent, just one turn. Just one turn of attacking. That's all we ask. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we can't double Jeskai Revelation. Although we can, like, Jeskai. Are they thinking of flipping Aang? Oh, if you want to flip Aang, go for it. Please. Please. Flip away, my friend. Opponent gonna play a spider person. Sure. Sure. Gonna get some counters on the Airbender Ascension. If our opponent gets to the point where this is actually going to start blinking, then we might need to spend one of our Jeskai Revelations to stop it. Bound it. Gonna get in. Okay, can they stop the Azula again, or do we finally get the Fire Lord attack? Opponent hits us at 21. Warps a Quantum Riddler. Okay. Oh, actually, if we draw a land because of the firebending mana, we could double Jeskai Revelation, copy both of them, which is absurd. Opponent. All right, passing. Well, the time has come, my friends. The time has come. Oh, it's a tap land. Well, okay. We will go to combat. We will attack with Firelord Azula. Do a little firebending. And now that Firelord Azula is attacking, I think we're going to Jeskai Revelation. We are going to bounce Airbender Ascension for your face. Copy it. We are going to bounce the spider for your face. Draw 4 cards. Mega. Oh my god, that's a Helix. Oh my god, that's a Lightning Helix. Yes, we'll gain some life. Might as well. Let's do it again. Bounce that Airbender Ascension. Man, now I kind of want to cast the Lightning Helix too. We're actually, like, kind of oddly close to winning here. Yeah, I mean... Oh my god, it's Lightning Helix times 2? Hit your face? Hit your face? Down to 4? And now our opponent has to block with Surus here. Or do something. They have another... Okay. Wait, if you had that, why didn't you... Why'd you wait until after we cast 2 Jeskai Revelations? Okay, yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah, you stopped the beatdowns. Well, let's replay this Firelord Azula. Play a... We might as well play an untapped land for bluffing purposes. Pass the turn. All right, opponent. All right, let's see what you got. I think you... If you have the Aang, I think you just got to Aang to fizzle the attack again. Our opponent had been doing it for multiple turns, but then they stopped for that. I guess they didn't want to Legend Rule themselves. Quantum Riddler. Oh, this one actually draws 2. All right, sure. I mean, the problem for our opponent is we just have another Jeskai Revelation in hand, and we hit our opponent to 4. So all we really need to do is untap here, and we win the game. Without our opponent gaining life. If they gain life, then it could go bad, but... I mean, we are at 41. Opponent gonna pick up the Sphinx, and I mean, that should do it. Let's play a bait Azula. Just to see, because our opponent knows how scary this card is. Gain a ridiculous amount of life. Play a Flood Farm Verge. Let's go to combat. Do some attacking. See what our opponent does. We kind of just want them to tap mana because they could have a counter. Although with the No More Lies, we should be fine. Opponent blocks. Well, I mean, bounce you. For you. Trigger prowess. Do we have an answer? Even Interrupter. Well, we will No More Lies it, and that should end the game. And this deck actually feels pretty good. Jeskai Revelation. And we turned into like this weird bird combo deck. Our opponent bounced the Fire Lord Azula so many turns in a row, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter. And we were just like, we were seriously crushing it. Before I started recording, I was playing this deck just for fun because I think Fire Lord Azula is pretty cool and I wanted to see how it worked. Let me look at my untapped. I feel like our record so far with this deck is really, I feel like I'm pretty sure I haven't lost with this deck since I started playing. It's not like an insane amount of matches because we're still in platinum, but where are our stats at? Yeah, I guess it's only, well, 6, because this one will not have counted yet because we haven't clicked out of it. But we should be 6-0. The deck just feels like it's got the tools. It's got the tools, it's got the pieces. It looks a little weird on paper with the Azulas and so forth. But yeah, I mean, 6 in a row so far. Well, all right, 2 cornucopias. Hopefully that is good enough. I mean, we're not doing anything early. Lightning Helix is actually probably our literal perfect draw. Like, for a hand that doesn't have any early interaction, Helix is about as good as it gets. Now we get to leave up a Helix. If they play a Badger Mold Cub, we can kill it, untap, and either Cornucopia or 3 steps ahead. Opponent. Azure Beast Binder. Well, so they can't play a board. You know what? I think we actually just kill this. I think we just kill it, untap, play the Cornucopia, shields are down, but let's see if Krim is correct. Every time we do a podcast, I'm like, oh my god, Badger Mold Cub. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. And Krim's like, I just play control decks. I don't care about Badger Mold Cub. Well, okay, we did draw an answer. I was thinking Krim might be wrong, but we drew an answer. The question is, do we Cornucopia? Probably not. Actually, yeah, probably not. The other thing but they play on Moroid. Yeah, okay. So I think we actually have to tap the Cornucopia. If we do it like this, we can kill the Badger Mold Cub. We can gain some life. Even though our opponent can Beast Binder the Cornucopia, we're still going to have mana to counter a Boroid if they have it. Badger Mold Cub, or Badger Mold Cub. I guess we also have the mana to counter a Badger Mold Cub. I don't think our opponent could counter back, I guess. If they have repulsive maneuvers. All right, they do not. Well, 2 Badger Molds down. Opponent gets in, hits us. Gonna turn off our Cornucopia. Sure, down to 20, down to 29, all the way down to 29. Well, we will pass the turn. We'd really like to Twitching Dow, huh? I don't know if we're supposed to counter this or not. I guess not. I don't know why there's a Twitching Dow. Opponent gonna go to combat. Opponent gonna do some attacking. Yeah, I think we do. Blue, green, red. So let's play the Songcrafter Mage. This Beast Binder is pretty annoying though. It's shutting down our mana, which is making it hard to plan out, our turns. Are they gonna maneuvers it? Well, if they maneuvers it, at least we got a counter out of their hand. Okay. So we get to resolve it anyway, but we don't get to flash anything back. All right. That's fine. Ooh, Consult's not the worst. But I think we need to stand defense. I mean, we're at 31, so we're not in danger of dying unless they stick in a Boroid. Vivian Reed. Well, okay. Counter and draw. This has got to be worth it. Counter and draw. Gain a life. All right. We will discard, I guess, another Cornucopia awkwardly. We are out of counters, which means an Aboroid would be annoying. Opponent gonna turn off the Songcrafter. Maybe we need to start. Oh, okay, there's a land. Well, go to combat, get in, hit you with the Songcrafter. I think we actually go at, well, yeah, that doesn't actually work, does it? Doesn't actually work. All right, pass the dirt. I forgot it's still a 2-2, and that's a 1-3. Opponent, there's the Aboroid. Well, we can get rid of this, which is good. So opponent Aboroids, we get to kill the snake. Gonna get in and hit us. A Fire Magic would be a really nice blowout. Fire Magic just sweep their entire board. Opponent hits us. Down to 35. Passes. And we draw another 3 steps ahead. All right, we're just gonna, we're gonna play the control game. We're at 35 life. We're in no danger of dying anytime soon, as long as we keep snakes off the battlefield. The scariest is, Vivian's still good enough to counter. Counter draw. Main deck Vivian's. Opponent must be teching for the control matchup to have that card advantage going. We'll pitch a starting town. Oh, I would love to kill this Beastbinder just because it's obnoxious. It is just annoying. Opponent hits us. Well, we will 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's stock up. Do a little digging, see if we can find some removal here, maybe. Well, there's a Fire Magic, and, well, we're going to go, actually, Fire Lord, well, let's go Jeskai Revelation. The Azula would be sweet, it would be sweet, but I think we wait. So we might be able to get the clean sweep. We don't have a counter this turn, which is scary. That is scary. But we might be able to get the clean sweep with this Fire Magic. Opponent Hedge Maze. Opponent's almost out of cards. We're not almost out of cards. That is what we're playing for with this deck. Once you get your opponent to this point, that's when things become very good. Opponent getting in with a Beastbinder. And we get to kick this Consult the Star Charts. About it. Hits us. Ancient Cornucopia is insane. Like, it's so insane. Like, we're just playing our game with this Mana Rock, and we're at 35 life for no real reason. Like, just for playing the cards we were gonna play anyway. Cornucopia, triggers, life, Consult. We will go Consult and Lightning Helix. And let's play the Archive. What does this do? Sacrifice it. Create 2/2 spiders for each counter. All right, whatever, that's fine. That's fine. We don't really care about that. Pass the turn. I don't know. I feel like we're actually going to get close to the point where our opponent's actually going to just scoop because they're going to feel like they can't actually get back in the game. Diligent Zookeeper, and it's a 4/4? All right, so we are going, I think we Fire Magic here. Fire Magic. 3 to each creature. See if they're holding a Repulsive Maneuvers. Even if if their last card's Repulsive Maneuvers, that's their best card, right? Then they can counter this. They resolve the Zookeeper. They hit us for a bunch. The problem for our opponent is, if that is what they have, we still have the Jeskai Revelation. Wow, okay. We still have the Jeskai Revelation. So we still have a clean answer to this Zookeeper. Not just clean, but a very good answer. Opponent. Gold Vein Hydra. All right, opponent. Gonna get in and hit us. Sure. Down to 33. Well, we will untap. Play the Hedge Maze. Keep the Verge on top. And, yeah, I guess we just pass. We're not really taking that much damage, even with this Diligent Zookeeper out. Opponent gonna get in for 7. So we will, yeah, let's just actually, you know what, let's Jeskai Revelation. Jeskai Revelation, bounce you 4 to the face, gain some life, draw some cards. because we knew we had the land on top, so we would be drawing a not super exciting land. Let's play Elegant Parlor. Mill the Cornucopia. Apparently one Cornucopia is enough at the moment. Do we even want to attack? They get some treasures. Yeah, whatever. We'll just pass. I think there's no real reason to rush it. Like, once you get in the dominant position, there's not really a reason I can see why we need to try to speed things up. Let's gain some life here. Consult the star charts. Take a Jeskai Revelation. I don't even think we care about this. Let's take Jeskai Revelation and stock up. We could take a counter and counter it. I don't think we actually need to at this point. And a Twitching Dow. I think we're actually just in close out the game mode here. Opponent's going to pass. Oh, he will untap. Play the Verge. Jeskai Revelation. So bounce a land. Actually, no, bounce the Twitching Dow. Kill the Zookeeper. Gain a bunch of life. And then let's stock up. Trigger Prowess, draw some cards. Ooh, there's Azula, take Azula, take Consult the Star Charts. Play the land. Oh, we can't play a land, okay. Well, we're gonna go attacking. I mean, I don't think it really matters what we do here. We are shields down this turn, but we hit our opponent to 10. We discard a starting town. We have an Azula in hand. Even if they have a Boroid, I don't think it matters. Like, I think we have gained such full control of this game that even if they have their best card, it's not going to matter in that. Opponent going to get in with a Goldvein Hydra. Hit us. Down to 39. I mean, we're just going to play Azula and pass, and then win the turn that we play Azula. Another consult. Well, Firelord Azula. The payoff is here. An opponent going to scoop it up. We might have been able to win that turn, honestly, if we just triggered Prowess a bunch, but, well, that went insanely well. I can see why Krim is not nearly as concerned about Badger Mole Cub as I am. Like, to me, Badger Mole Cub, when you're just, like, playing a normal deck, is so scary. But if you're playing a control deck, I guess it really doesn't matter that much. Like, it's just another thing that's gonna die. What do we want against this deck? So our opponents, I mean, they're basically the Badger Mole Cub deck, but going bigger and having Diligent Zookeeper to go alongside a bunch of Vivians. So it's like a big version of the Badger Mole Cub deck. I mean, Summon Leviathan could be good. Tidebinder could be okay. Essence Scatter could be good. Get Lost could be good. What can we cut is the question. Fire Magic's great. Great. Aetherize seems pretty great. I guess we go down like a Songcrafter Mage. Oh, do we go down a stock up? I'm worried about cutting too much card draw. Maybe we go down like 3 steps ahead. One Azula. And Aetherize could be such a good blowout. I kind of want to keep it just for the memes. We could go down to 1, though. It's so funny that this deck, it's not playing any... We'll go down 1 stock up. It's so funny this deck's not playing any actual sweepers. I mean, there's no, like, Wrath effect. We have Fire Magic, which is, like, a weird instant speed Pyroclasm. And then we have Aetherize, of all things. Aetherize. Do we keep that? We're going to keep this. For better or worse, we're going to keep it. We only have 2 lands. We do have a Helix, but we don't have the red mana. But we have a Surveil land that might be able to find us a red mana. We can get lost at least, so we're not going to just insta-die to a Badger Mole Cub. Red mana, please. Yeah, I think we got to mill the Essence Scatter. We need lands more than we need. All right, it's a Twitching Dow. Well, at least it's not a Badger Mole Cub. I'll play the land. This might be a turn where we got to play a very sad Consult the Star Charts opponent. Another Twitching Dow. And a lot of Twitching Dows. All right, well, this is a sad consult, but we find a land. So if we play this on blue, we can leave up 3 steps ahead, I think. All right, we got to play Thundering Falls. We're We're going to mill the No More Lies. We're actually kind of in a fragile spot at the moment. Our opponent got off to not a Badger Mole start, but they have a lot of dorks. There's an Innkeeper's Talent. Okay. Opponent's going to level it up. Start putting counters on things. Okay. Opponent. Going to put a counter on a Twitching Dow. Attacks with everything. So I think we kill a Twitching Dow. Take our beats down to 13. We don't have a cornucopia going this game, which is the scary part. Opponent. Oh, Twitching Dow and an Abrew. Well. So we need to not die to that. Yeah, let's play the tap land. Play the tap land. Keep the Virtue. I mean, we're getting close to the Summon Leviathan. That's our game plan. Opponent. If they manage to resolve the Abrew, opponent's going to level up. Okay. Let's see what they go to put the counters on. Okay, they go for the smaller one, which is good, because now we can Lightning Helix the Twitching Dow. And pay the 1. If they tap out all their stuff, that's kind of fine, because then we're not taking any damage this turn. So we still gain a bunch of life if they tap this to Repulsive Maneuver, and there's a Repulsive Maneuver out of their hand. All right, we go up to 16. Opponent hits us with the Twitching Dow. Down to 12. Well, we will play a River Pyre Verge on blue. Pass the turn. Well, let's see what happens. Opponent. Light Sail Larcenist. All right, sure. Gonna crack the map on the Larcenist. Finds a land. Plays the Surveil land. So I think this turn is just play the Summon Leviathan. Well, this turn during our opponent's turn. Wow, they're gonna go the Larcenist. Interesting. Gonna get in and hit us. So we are going to take the beats down to 8. Consult the star charts. Take a... Ooh, interesting. Take a fire... is fire magic good enough? Let's take a consult the star charts. And a No More Lies. We draw an Azula, but we can't get it down yet. So play the land. The question is... Yeah, I think we pass. I think we just pass and Etherize. Opponent plays a land. We pass and Etherize this turn. We get to leave up the No More Lies. The problem is if we just bounce... Okay. So opponent's going to go Boroid. We're going to No More Lies. Counter the Boroid. This is what we needed to deal with, was a Boroid. Now our bounce plan gets much better. That said, if they are holding a counter in hand, we do literally die on the spot. If they encounter the Etherize... You got it? You got it? Are you holding it? Are you holding it? Wow! They were holding it. All right. Well, opponent wins on the play. Good news is, game 3 is coming, and we get to be on the play for game number 3. Yeah, that is the thing about the Simic deck, is they do get a bunch of counters. Yeah, run it back. They do get a bunch of counters. And if they can get the timing right, like they did there with the Etherize, one counter can be enough to win the game. Man, I don't want to lose to Badger. If we lose to Badger Mole Cub, crim. All right, we're gonna keep this. This hand's more fine than insane, but it's fine. It's pretty good. Momentum land. We get a Helix to deal with the first thing. Some consult the star charts to rebuild. And an Etherize is kind of a catch-all. Opponent going to play a Twitching Dow. Well, I think we just kill it. I think we just kill the Twitching Dow. It went bad last time when we didn't kill the Twitching Dow. Thundering Falls, eh? Well, play the Thundering Falls. Surveil away of Thundering Falls. We really would like to wait until we can kick this, ideally. Opponent. Sanctum. Inkeeper's Talent, sure. And levels it up. Yup. Opponent passes. Well, not the best time for a starting town, but we'll play a River Fire Verge, pass the turn. Opponent, Island, and passing. Wow, alright, well, let's kick a consult the star charts. Snag us a... I think we got to take Cornucopia, because it was so good last game. Cornucopia... And probably just no more lies. So we can play the Breeding Pool untapped. We can get down the Cornucopia. Leaving up, we really want this to resolve. Because as we saw in game 1, just the ability to incidentally gain life whenever we do anything is so incredibly powerful. Opponent's going to run out of Tidebinder. Alright, we're not going to counter the Tidebinder. We might end up helixing it. We'll see what our opponent plays here. Opponent, land. Badger, Mole, Cub. Okay, so I guess we actually have to kill that. So kill the Badger, Mole, Cub. Attempt to kill the Badger, Mole, Cub. So the opponent's going to play a Tidebinder to shut down the life gain. For now. But we still kill the Badger, Mole, Cub. Opponent gets in for 4. Hits us down to 20. Well... Oh, we don't get to make mana. That's actually awkward. All right, play the land passage. I thought we'd just summon Leviathan, but does not work here. Opponent, land. Gonna level up the Innkeeper's Talent. Oh, we might be about to etherize them. We might be about to etherize them. Tidebinder, opponent. Well, yeah, pick them up. Pick them up. Pick them up, I say. Pick them up. Opponent's got to pick them all up. Play the River Fire Verge, and that was huge. That was a huge turn for us. Opponent, land. Bororoid. Well, yeah, I mean, we're going to counter that. Gain some life. Wow, they almost got us with that Tidebinder, but not quite. And now we get to kick and consult the star charts. Find us a Fire Magic and I guess a Cornucopia, because the rest of it's all lands. Untap. Well, I mean, we'll play the Ancient Cornucopia, gain a life. Pass the turn. We are out of counters right now, which is kind of awkward. Opponent, land. The Fire Magic's good, though. The Fire Magic is good. Found it. Passing. Another Fire Magic. Well, we're just gonna pass. If our opponent's not gonna do anything, we're not gonna do anything. Tishana's Tidebinder. I mean, in theory, we can get the Tidebinder when they go to put the counters on it with the Fire Magic. Frenzied Baloth. In theory, we can get that too. Opponent goes to combat. Well, we're gonna Fire Magic for 2. Gain some life. Oh, Fire Magic's so good in this matchup. Fire Magic has really impressed me. I was a little skeptical that it was too expensive at first. But it is so good right now. Opponent passes. I feel like we are a card draw spell away from pretty much ending this game. Opponent gonna flash in another Tidebinder. Down to 1 card in hand. Yeah, if we can find one more. Opponent. Kite Sail Larcenist. I mean, I think we just do it now. Let's Fire Magic for 3. Gain some life. Sweep your board. What's that last card? Oh, it's a Vivian. That's actually insane for our opponent. That is literally the best possible last card. An opponent gets to emblem it, so their creatures trample, indestructible, haste. Well, I mean, we drew a Get Lost. Yes. We're going to counter it. We're going to gain some life. And then I guess we have to pass. So wait, their creatures, oh god. Vigilance, trample, indestructible, +2/+2. Opponent. The Earth King. Pretty good draw, pretty good draw. Oh, we might be in trouble. The Vivian Ultimate might actually be the thing that beats us. We need to hit some card draw. We need to hit some Jeskai Revelations. Opponent gonna crack a bunch of maps. Gonna put a bunch of counter on things. Passes. We draw nothing. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Is this slipping away? Summon Leviathan. Bounce it. Play the land. Pass it. I mean, we need something. We need something. We need to find a Jeskai Revelation, and we need to find it pretty quick. Because our opponent's going to have an impressive board. Opponent, Kitesail Larcenist. If they want to be able to summon Leviathan, they do have to not play the Earth King. Because the ward is 2. Alright, they're going to go for it. Opponent. Yep, boards it up. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. We need some action. Opponent passes. Alright, 3 steps ahead. 3 steps ahead is good. That is actually very good. Opponent going to play a land. 3 steps ahead means we can counter this Earth King and draw cards and copy an Ancient Cornucopia. So gain some life. Stop the Earth King. There's a Jeskai Revelation. That is what we were looking for. Opponent grows. The Kitesail Larcenist gonna get in and hit us. We will take it down to 25 for now. Opponent passes. That's a oh, we got it. We got it. We're good. We're good. Those are the cards we need to find. Those were the cards we needed to find. Frenzied Baloth for our opponent. Yep. Opponent gonna grow it. Little does our opponent know. You know what would be really bad right now? You know what would be really bad right now? A Wrath. You know what's pretty great right now? An Aetherize. Because all of our opponent's stuff's indestructible, but Aetherize does not care. We are beating the Vivian Emblem with Aetherize of all things. All right, opponent. What are we doing? Kitesail Larcenist is going to return. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, sure. Going to target the Leviathan, pay the ward. That's fine. So we will Jeskai Revelation, bounce the Larcenist for your face, gain a ton of life, pay the 1, get back our Summon Leviathan. Opponent drops to 16. Well, let's play the Surveil Land. Are we going to beat a Vivian Emblem? Are they going to Vivian Emblem and lose? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, actually, I think we can just go for the win right now. We can just go for the win right now. Consult the star charts. Not gonna trigger the cat. Wow, what a win. The Cornucopia. We will take a Jeskai Revelation and a 3 steps ahead. We will Lightning Helix your face. This time we will gain the life. Opponent goes to 13. Wait, 6? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 3 steps ahead. Loop mode. Just to trigger prowess. Discard a land. Go to combat. Our opponent, Vivian Emblem. Vivian Emblem with the Badger Mole Cub. And it did not matter because apparently 5-color control is kind of insane. Well, we just keep winning with 5-color control. And I gotta say, I kind of love this deck. I kind of love this deck. If only we had another land. Yeah, we're gonna have to ship that one. This is fine, I guess. It's not exciting, but it's fine. It's fine. What are you doing, baby? What are you doing, buddy? Yeah, oh boy. All right, we gotta win this game. We're gonna win it, right, baby? I have faith. We're gonna put the I guess the Azula to the bottom. Like I said before, Azula is one of those cards that we really want to finish the game, but we don't necessarily want to be playing it on turn 4 most of the time. All right, opponent, what are you up to, Bizarro, man? Bizarro. Yeah, let's Thundering Falls. This gets us to Lightning Helix next turn. I think we keep the second Helix, I guess. We don't really know what our opponent's doing yet, hopefully. I mean, Helix is a kind of unique removal spell in the sense that it's almost impossible for it to ever be truly bad, because worst case, we always just throw a face and hit you for some damage and gain some life, so it's hard to actively be bad. Yeah, I think we just pass. They do have blue mana, so there could be a counter spell, but I don't think we need to just, like, main phase Helix the FOMO here. We'll see what our opponent does. We might be able to get more value out of it. Oh, boon it. We do have to probably play Starting Town next turn over the Surveil land, or we build another tap land accidentally. What are we doing? FOMO. I don't know how Is It goes. Is It might be... Oh, dear God. All right. Well, let's see what they choose. This is bad news. Bad news. Everything having Trample and Haste is going to make everything... Maybe they go card draw mode. Card draw mode would be great. Of course. It's always Trample and Haste. Well, kill the FOMO. Ooh. Well, I mean, I guess we just stock up and take our beats here. We will take a No More Lies and a... do we need other colors of mana? Yeah, let's just take the Mistrise. Take the Mistrise Village, No More Lies, pass the turn. Oh, come on, no whammies. How about no big threats here? Kaido, Cunning Infiltrator, okay. Gonna take down to make a ninja. It's gonna have haste, and it's gonna have trample, and our opponent's gonna hit us down to 20. I mean, we do have an answer to the Kaido, which is good. We can kill the Kaido and leave up the No More Lies. That's reasonable. That's reasonable. So let's Lightning Helix. Gotta get rid of this Kaido. And pass the turn. We could use some more card. Man, what do we need here? We're gonna need to get to a Jeskai Revelation to bounce the Siege. Quantum Riddler, sure. Yeah, Frostcliff Siege is just so good. It's so good here. We can't counter it. We take 1,000,000. I'm surprised how good this card actually ended up being. Like, people have found a home for it, and it incredibly changes this matchup for us, where it's a huge change. If our opponent had to play their stuff and it was summoning sick, my God. Sure. I mean, I think we let all this go, and then we're going to have to hope we can clean this up with a No More Lies, although I'm not sure it's going to be enough because we are taking a huge attack here. Like, Quantum Riddler 2-mana hit you for 5 and draw the cards with Frostcliff Siege is so good. Are we... Oh, man, are we actually going to lose? Are we going to lose on our last round? What do we want now? So, Fire Magic actually a good draw. I guess we just play the Hedge Maze. If our opponent goes... Oh, do we want to 3 steps ahead? Probably. All right, we're going to keep it. We will see. See what our opponent does. If they just slam the Riddler, then we definitely just etherize everything. There's the Storm Chaser's talent. The problem is this is also triggering Prowess. Hoping they play the Riddler, I think. Opponent's going to level up the class to get back a Boomerang Basics. I assume. Okay, this is kind of okay. This is kind of okay, because I think it means we can sweep with... Yeah, so if we do this now, we can sweep with the Fire Magic. So this is basically like the new Scam deck. Is it Scam? Yes, it is. Well, we're going to play Breeding Pool tap, pass the turn. We're going to need to counter draw with this 3 steps ahead at some point. Probably not for the Storm Chaser's talent. Bone it. Talent. Hasty Dork. Bone it. Gonna level it up. Gonna get back the Boomerang Basics. Bone it. Gonna Boomerang Basics. Pick it up. So now I guess we're going to have to counter this. Opponent's not even going to play it? Interesting. Interesting. So 1, 2, 3. I think we just Songcrafter Mage. To get back a Lightning Helix. Lightning Helix. Kill your token. Do we have to go face? You know what? I think we Lightning Helix face. I think we actually have to try to kill our opponent somehow. Opponent. Gonna torch the tower. Get rid of the mage. Yeah. Well, up to 14, down to 10. Opponent goes to 15. We draw more 3 steps ahead. All right, there's the Storm Chaser's talent. Man, at some point we have to counter this. But if we counter it here, we can't draw because we need to leave up a counter for the Riddler. Yeah, I mean, I think we just have to do it. We can't let them... We already let them do this way too many times. Opponent grows the Otter. Opponent, even more Frostclef Sieges. Our opponent is really playing around No More Lies, which I guess makes sense. Now they have it on Jeskai too, so they get to draw cards. Yeah. Oh, the Siege! We cannot beat the Siege. Turns out everything having Trample and Haste is kind of busted. It is kind of busted, opponent. Gonna play a land, opponent. We draw Firelord Azula. Well, I mean, we gotta just pass the turn, but we're... Oh, man, I think we're kind of dead here. I'm not sure how we get out of this, because we don't have a way to get the Siege off the battlefield. It just turns everything into, like, an S-tier threat that we can't deal with. That is our issue. Like, all this stuff we have answers for if it doesn't have haste, but now it's like everything's a ball lightning. So all these random 1/1s, sure, we got answers, whatever. We just cannot stop because they haste them all in. Opponent. Thinking. All right, we are passing. Opponent untap. Opponent's like full control mode for some reason. I don't even know why, but they've gone full control. Opponent. Even more Storm Chaser's talents. And going to level up the Storm Chaser's talent. Man, this loop. All right. I think it's time to go sideboarding. I don't think we can get back in it from here. Boomerang basics. Sure. This will just keep happening forever. Opponent draws another card. Plays a land. Storm Chaser's talent. Pumps the Dorks. Makes some Otters. I mean, we can Etherize. Make our opponent pick them up for now. Roaring Furnace. Yeah, I mean, I guess we counter it. We draw Fire Magic. We'll pass the turn. Now the Sphinx is straight up lethal, though. I kind of misplayed here, too. I think we needed to be more aggressive with... countering the Storm Chaser's talent. Not sure it would have mattered, because they're good at drawing more of them, but I think that was probably the best bet. Yeah, I mean, we're going to try to do this. Counter draw. This might be the death of us, but... Counter the Boomerang basics. Draw 2. Discard a Firelord Azula. Are we dead? Oh, come on now, opponent. Even more Boomerang basics. Oh, so obnoxious. This has got to be the most obnoxious deck in Standard. I will give it that. I will give it that. Definitely most obnoxious. And there's a Roaring Furnace, so we will Fire Magic to kill the token. If we draw land to get to Jeskai Revelation, untapped, please. Yeah, I mean, all right. Untap land past the turn. This is our best shot. I don't know if it's actually enough at this point, but it is our best option. We can't afford the Sphinx hit, so there's the Quantum Riddler. Okay. So I think we gotta wait till they go to combat and bounce the Haste Siege. So go to combat, Jeskai Revelation, bounce the Haste Siege, 4 to your face. We're fighting and clawing. We have not given up. This should, if it resolves, keep us alive for the turn. All right, we draw 2 not super helpful lands. Opponent gonna level up the Storm Chaser's talent. I mean, we can Songcrafter Mage to bounce something else. Wow, they get back the Torch the tower. Okay. I guess our opponent's worried about dying here? All right, bounces, kills the token. We draw Cornucopia. 1, 2, 3. Well, we have to play 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the colors for this, right? Red, green, blue, white, red. Yeah, all right. So let's play Lush Portico. Do a little surveilling. Keep the Jeskai Revelation. I mean, if we have any chance here, it's going to involve chaining together these Jeskai Revelations. Man, if we win this, that would be pretty amazing. Opponent, Frost Clef Siege going to return, yup. And Boomerang Basics going to pick up the Storm Chaser's talent again. Draw a card again. Well, they have found a lot of the Boomerang Basics. Opponent, Storm Chaser's talent returns. The problem is, if they can kill the Songcrafter Mage with the trigger on the stack, we still lose. And that is a real possibility that they could have a Torch the Tower effect, because we need the Songcrafter to have enough mana to flash this back. Songcrafter Mage. Well, the moment of truth. Are we dead? Don't kill it. Don't kill it. Don't kill it. Jeskai Revelation. Don't kill it. 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 Not dead yet. Jeskai Revelation. Tap the Songcrafter Mage. Bounce the Riddler for your face. I mean, if they got a counter, then they got it. It's as simple as that. Wow! Our opponent had the Torch to the Tower, but they didn't kill the Songcrafter. Okay. Hit you to 7. Find another Jeskai Revelation. No blocks. No blocks. We gotta try to win the game. Opponent gets to draw a card. I mean, our opponent might be a little on the back foot now. Like, our opponent is in danger here. No, you're gonna just open that. Oh my god, it's game. It's game. Oh my god, we got him. I cannot, for the life of me, believe that we won this game. We will bounce the token. We will for your face. Wow! An opponent scoops it up, and maybe this deck just beats everything. Maybe it just actually beats everything. That felt so bad. I feel like I played that game not that well. And then we could have stopped the Storm Chaser's talent loop earlier. And they had haste on everything. And we still managed to overcome. Well, okay. Now we see what our opponent's doing, which is being incredibly obnoxious. We are going to bring in the Get Lost, Heritage Reclamations, and probably Urgent Necropsy, probably Ghost Vacuums. Going down, what? What are we cutting? We can go down maybe a Lightning Helix. We can, our opponent played around No More Lies like crazy. I could see trimming a No More Lies. We can probably go down maybe one Azula, maybe one Songcrafter Mage. Are the Ghost Vacuums worth it? So the idea of the Ghost Vacuums is we can use them to snipe the Boomerang Basics to stop the loop. It's probably necessary, right? We can also just try to Heritage Reclamation and kill the enchantments. What else can we cut, though? We need to cut 2 more of something. Ether Eyes, probably a somewhat necessary evil. Maybe we go like 1 stock up, 1 Ether Eyes. Let's try it like that. 1-ups for days. Commander and Standard. Well, we're up a game somehow, because apparently this deck is just busted. I can't believe how well this deck's working. Like, oh, Crim. I think Crim was right. Control is apparently the secret to the Standard. Well, all right, we're going to keep this. This hand's interesting. Found it, Island, and Storm Chaser's talent. Going to make their little otter friend. Well, we will just lead on a Hedge Maze. Do a little survey. You know, get rid of the console. We would like to just hit a land. A land that makes red or white mana. Opponent, River Pirate, Verge it. Even more Storm Chaser talents. All right, opponent's off to a Festival Aggro start here. Gets in hits us down to 18. We find a Heritage Reclamation. Well, play the land. Yeah, I think we got a pass here. Not especially comfortable with our position. If we can hit a land for the Cornucopia, at least we get to start trying to do things. If they go to Boomerang Basics, we can Heritage Reclamation. Opponent. Combat. Just kidding. They're in full control still. That was going from the draw step to their main phase. I do not know why Bizarro Man loves full control so much. Frost Clef Siege. Sadly, we cannot kill that. Or we cannot counter that, but we can kill that. And we will kill that. Opponent goes Teamer. Well. Alright. Destroying enchantment. Blow up the Frost Clef Siege. We'd like to just draw land here. That would make me very happy. No. So, well, we gotta do this hard mode. Consult the star charts. Find a starting town. That works. Play the starting town. The question now is, do we Ghost Vacuum? Or do we just Fire Magic? Man, Fire Magic seems kind of good here. I think we just do this now while our opponent's tapped out. Let's just Fire Magic. The risk with Fire Magicking here is, if our opponent has Boomerang Basics, they pick it up, they redo it, they start doing their loop again. All right, Summon Burn Hilder. Gonna find a negate. Not going to be super helpful here, and they do have Boomerang Basics. All right, let's draw another land. Okay, that's big. That's big. So we find the Verge. So this means we can play an Ancient Cornucopia and then Helix the Burnhilder. I think we just Helix and gain the life. All right, we're tapped down. Our opponent doesn't have that much mana, though, so they can't really play their big bombs here. And then hopefully next turn, all right, another Summon Burnhilder. Opponent's really trying to find a land. Finds a Quantum Riddler. Do you have a land? No. Storm Chaser. Oh, man, we are like a Fire Magic away, opponent. Storm Chaser Silent passes. Jeskai Revelation. Well, we are just going to pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Reveals a Riddler again to the Burnhilder. We will counter draw just about anything here with the 3 steps ahead. We actually just really want to loot Riddler. All right, good enough. Counter and draw. If you got a Spell Pierce, good for you. 3 steps ahead, gain a life. Okay, resolves, counter draw. There's some lands. We will pitch a Hedge Maze. I mean, this gets us to 1 land away from being able to cast the Jeskai Revelation, which is huge. Oh, tap land. Well, let's play the Thundering Falls. Mill the Lush Portico. We don't need more tap lands. Play a Ghost Vacuum. Pass the turn. All right, opponent. Can haste something in. Summon Burnhilder going to go away. If they warp the Sphinx, I think we just counter it again. Gain some life. Kaido. Well, okay. I wonder if our opponent scoops to this. Kaido. Counter it. No more lies. Gain some life. Oh, opponent getting in. We'd love to draw an untapped land here. That would be the best. Let's exile the Riddler. There might be a world where we sack this Ghost Vacuum. Get lost. Well, starting town. Go. Next turn. Next turn, Jeskai Revelation finally online. Opponent. Multiversal Passage. Untapped. I mean, we are out of counters now. The Ghost Vacuum feels good. I was on the fence about bringing it in, but it actually feels very good here. Like, knowing they can't just level this up, get the Boomerang basics, start doing the loop again, is actually pretty huge. Opponent's going to abrade the Cornucopia. Yeah, we cannot really do anything about that. That does mean we need another land. Interesting that they didn't hit the Ghost Vacuum. It does mean we need another land to cast the Jeskai Revelation. Opponent gets in, hits us. Down to 14. Well, let's Ghost Vacuum. Get rid of a Summon Burnhilder. Kinda greedy to not just get the Boomerang basics, but... Ooh, Consult. Okay. Yeah, let's just pass. We'll kick it during our opponent's turn. At some point, we are going to snipe the Boomerang basics. Opponent, land. A Riddler would be pretty good for our opponent here. They want to level up the talents, but we're just not gonna let them get any value out of it. Not going to happen. That is the power of the Ghost Vacuum. About it. What do we do with Bizarro? Bizarro. Bizarro. Yeah, we're just gonna hit the Boomerang basics. I watched C-Lab recently again, and that show's actually super sweet. I think we just take an untapped land in a Jeskai Revelation. Opponent, sure. Trigger your stuff. We are just going to kill the card draw. And I feel like this is the beginning of the end. Once you get to the Jeskai Revelation stage of the game, that is the beginning of the end for opponents. We will just pass. He said, with 2 Jeskai Revelations in hand. We still would counter a Riddler. A Riddler would be worth countering. Otherwise, we just end-step Jeskai Revelation and see what happens. Opponent. Gonna crack the map. I think we're good, though. I think we're good. Opponent gonna crack the map. Ooh, Ral. Okay, Ral is one of our opponent's better cards against our deck. Like, very good against control. Gonna crack the map. Gonna grow the Otter. Sure. They could have counters after sideboarding. That is possible. Opponent plays a land. Opponent gonna get in. Well, okay. The time has come. Bounce the Otter for your face. Do you have a negate? If not, this game is pretty much over. Even if you do, this game is pretty much over because we have an opponent realizing the game is pretty much over. And all right, 5-color Azula control. Still undefeated. Yes, we had fun. And all right, I guess we do our wrap up now. Let's go to Untap. Let's go to Untapped. This deck's really good. This deck is really shockingly good. And I finally know what Grim was saying on the pod. I think I've become a control player. I think I've become a dirty control player. Grim is right. Grim is actually right. If you're playing control decks, you don't really care about all the shenanigans people are doing in the standard format. We are 7-0. 7-0 with the deck. Straight shot up. It took us nearly 3 hours to win 7 matches. So if you want to win fast, this is probably not the deck for you. Otherwise, though, I mean, the deck feels really, really good. When you look at it on paper, it does look a little weird, right? Like, when I think of control, I think Day of Judgments and hard removal and so forth. This deck does it in a really weird way, but it's a way that lines up really oddly well with where the meta's at right now. Like, when you're not playing the Day of Judgment effects, the actual hard RAS, but instead we're playing stuff like Aetherize, it seems so weird. That seems like, a commander card that you wouldn't play in standard, but in a world of earthbending, where you have all these lands that come back into play if you kill them, it actually turns out that bouncing them all is way better than killing them in some matchups. Fire Magic is amazing. It was so incredibly good in this deck. This card has really won me over. It looks a little inefficient, but once you play with it, like, being instant speed is such a big deal. But I feel like all these weird choices, the Aetherizes and the Fire Magics, actually pay off really well. Ancient Cornucopia feels like a cheat card, almost. Like, we saw some of the games where we were playing against creature decks, against aggro decks, where they're attacking us, and they're attacking us, and they're attacking us. But if we can get a Cornucopia, or God forbid 2 Cornucopias on the battlefield, we just gain so much life for doing what we were going to do anyway, that it feels kind of busted. And if you look at this deck list, you can argue that this deck is pretty much splashing green just for Ancient Cornucopia. Like, yeah, there's a couple Songcrafter mages. Yeah, they're fun with Azula. Yeah, it's nice to flashback Jeskai Revelation. It is good, but the reason green is in this deck is for Cornucopia, and the Cornucopia was way worth it. Like, just being able to play against those attacky aggro style decks and still be at 20 life, 30 life, just because we're casting our removal spells and casting our card draw spells, really, really strong. And then the Fire Lord Azula plan, I think we got to see the upside of Azula in this deck, which is it gives the deck something it normally wouldn't have, which is the ability to win the game all in one turn in the late game. And the way that I play Azula, and you saw this throughout the videos, we're not trying to run it out on turn 4. If anything, we're mulliganing and putting it to the bottom of the deck, because we want this in the late game. But the idea is not to just run this out on turn 4 and have it die to a removal spell, and it will die to a removal spell, because what else are you going to kill in our deck? Like, the only other creature is Songcrafter Mage. But the idea is, once we gain control, once we counter your stuff, kill your stuff, get you low on cards, then we play Azula, and we get to see a couple times the, like, attack with Azula, Jeskai Revelation, double it up, Lightning Helix, double it up, and all of a sudden our opponent goes from 20 down to dead in just this one turn out of the blue. And that's something that control decks normally don't do. When I think of traditional control decks, I think of, like, Nephalia Drownyard, milling you for 3 again and again and again until eventually you run out of cards. Or even like finishers like a Baneslayer Angel or an Aetherling, where over the course of, 3-4 turns, they're gonna get your life total down to 0 in the late game. Azula just speeds this up so quick. But the other thing that's worth noting about the deck is it's not like we have to have Azula to win, because we also saw games where Jeskai Revelation is just like kind of insane, and the monk tokens that it makes end up being a really fast clock that, like, end of turn, for you, bounce your thing, untap, cast a bunch of random spells, maybe some burn spells, pump the monks, hit you for a bunch of damage. That's another legit way to close out the game. So if you're someone who has been struggling with this standard format and just feeling like it's all these, turn 3, turn 4 win decks that just kind of spew their hand and see whose thing is the best, which standard does feel like that sometimes. If I play a Badger Mole Cup deck, I kind of feel like that's what the meta is about, is like the Yu-Gi-Oh meta, right? Where you just have these two decks that are doing their thing, two ships passing in the night, and we'll see whose ship is better or faster or whatever, and that one wins. But if that's how you feel about the format, I would encourage you to give a deck like this a try, because it really changed my whole perspective on the format, because as we saw, we played against those decks, those fast decks, those Badger Mole Cup decks, but just being this deck that's overloaded with removal, overloaded with control elements, is a really effective way to keep that in check and play a fair game of Magic. So if you're someone who dislikes the degeneracy of our current standard format, you might have to become a dirty control player like me, because I'm all on board now. I think we're not just going to play control every video, because that would get boring, but I do think that control is really, really well situated in the format. And if this 5-color Firelord Azula control deck can just crush everyone, I imagine the control is pretty good in the format. So anyway, that's 5-color Azula control. That's been our deck for today. The deck's really good. If you don't mind playing some slow, grindy games and trying to play some tight Magic where you're like leaving up your mana and, trying to get these little edges, I think the deck's actually really good. It's really sweet. So give it a shot. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon.